One of the funniest things that people think when you're born in a Christian household, having a dad who's a pastor's son, a grandfather who's a pastor for many years, is that they think you're holier than thou, but it was actually the opposite. Being a young dude, I was struggling with so many issues, looking for acceptance in the wrong places. And I think I had the number one thing for me at that time in my life was to become a football star. I was in the hood, I was in Alapata. I played street ball and I said, yo, I'm gonna make it in high school. That's gonna be my meal ticket to get out of the hood. And I remember that, like a lot of people, I just based everything around that. But at the same time, I was horribly wrong with the way that I was taking care of my body, and I wasn't doing good. I was eating a lot of fried food, a lot of stuff I shouldn't have been drinking, and it was a bad combination for me to start getting really bad headaches, my blood pressure skyrocket, playing football, lifting weights. The combination of all those three things together led to a situation where later I would find out that my kidneys were shut down, and the fight for my kidneys and to start dialysis began. Dialysis is a time-consuming thing. For 10 years, I would go to a unit and for 3.5 hours, depend on a machine to give me life. And if you're not ready for that, it can be a real depressing thing. I went years like that and thinking, wow, when am I ever gonna leave this place? And I can't lie, there was a hint of depression there where I really think like, okay, I came from church, my parents are all believers, like why am I still here? And I remember that one day, God did something really powerful for me. And God really spoke to me and said, look, it's time to move. Like, people are dying to your right, to your left. I have more for you than just sitting in this chair. At that time, I was still working. I was still doing my thing on the radio. And I remember that God instilled that hope to do more and get ready to either get me a new body in heaven, get me a new kidney in heaven when I be with him, or I was going to get a kidney transplant. The most powerful thing about that was that day, something was instilled in me, which is called hope, that changed my life forever. Sitting in dialysis with a newfound hope, things started to change. For 10 years, I was sitting in a chair, just letting my life go by. And sooner than later, God finally gave me a life-changing kidney transplant. Secondly, and even greater than that, for many years I would ask, Lord, when are you going to give me a baby? I just want one child. People had many, I just wanted one, and I'm happy to say that I'm a father. Baby Josiah was born. God has done something tremendous with my life. And lastly, that word hope did something tremendous with me. It made me understand that regardless of my situation, if I was ever going to get a baby or get a kidney, the hope in the Father was the only thing I ever needed to keep moving forward. My name is Manny Garcia, and this is my story.
All you have to do is look around you and see that this world is broken and it needs to be fixed. It isn't great the way it is. But the good news is that it won't be like this forever. God has promised to make everything new. We'll even get to have new bodies that'll work the way they're supposed to. No more disease, no more sadness, no more crime. None of the bad things in our lives will exist in the new heaven and a new earth. If you've accepted Christ and you have a relationship with God, you'll be in his presence forever. A relationship with God gives us an assurance of our future. Knowing that he will make everything new should get you excited. No matter what's going on in your life or how bad it gets, there will one day be a new earth that will have no hint of sin. Can you imagine that? Being in the presence of God who is holy and good? So how can knowing that make a struggle in your life easier today?